How you doing, everybody? My name is Dr. Sami Baya. Please welcome back to my YouTube channel. The narcissist biggest fear. What is it? That's the title of this video. When you're dealing with a narcissist, you're dealing with an animal, a demon, a con artist, a thief, a pathological liar. A narcissist lacks empathy. They are very arrogant human beings. They use others for their own selfish gains. They're selfish, self-absorbed, self-centered, egocentric, egotistic individuals who only think about their stomach. They only think about themselves. It's always about me, 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 me with a narcissist. They take and take and take. A narcissist's main mission is to hurt you, to punish you, to destroy you. They need constant attention, constant validation, constant admiration, praise, acknowledgement, reassurance, recognition from you. Now, what is the narcissist's biggest fear? One of the biggest fears of a narcissist is exposure. If you try to expose the narcissist, they will shake. They will be very fearful. They'll be scared of you. They will do anything to protect their reputation. The narcissists do not want anyone to know who they really are. Narcissists don't want people to know how abusive they are behind closed doors. Narcissists don't want people to know that they are toxic. They don't want people to know that they are controlling. Some people will go to any lengths to not let the public know what they are truly capable of. So please be careful who you expose, because some narcissists can be extremely dangerous when you try to expose them, because they have this fake reputation, and that fake reputation is the narcissist's ego. So just know that narcissists think they are superior to others. They think they are more important than others. They are entitled and boastful, very arrogant. Underneath the narcissist's grandiose exteriors and larger than life facade lies their greatest and deepest fears. The narcissist is flawed, illegitimate, and ordinary. And that's one of their greatest and deepest fears. For narcissists, attention is everything. Attention is like oxygen. Attention is food to the narcissist. Narcissists believe only special people get attention, and they believe they are special people. To narcissists, ordinary people, and ordinary people is almost everybody around them, they are not worthy of attention. So being ordinary would leave them unworthy of the spotlight and left to suffocate. And that's why the narcissist needs to be the center of the universe. They want to be the focus of attention. They want to be on the limelight. They want to be on the spotlight. So despite this deep desire for connections and affirmation, narcissists also fear true intimacy. And why is it that one of the narcissist's biggest fears is intimacy? It's because intimacy requires vulnerability. Intimacy requires authenticity. Intimacy requires the ability to empathize. And these are areas where narcissists typically struggle. To be truly intimate with someone else, the narcissists will have to let their guard down and expose their true self, including their perceived flaws and weaknesses. And we all know that this is one of the most terrifying things in a narcissist's world. And they will never allow it to happen, because narcissists fear being truly seen by others. They lack empathy. They're incapable of forming love bonds. They're incapable of developing true intimacy with anyone. Deep down, narcissists are scared, frightened, fragile people. Aging, defeat, illness, or rejection and humiliation can shake the narcissist to their core. The narcissist fears rejection with all their heart. They despise to be rejected because it totally destabilizes the notion that they are the center of the world by invalidating them. The narcissist works very hard to keep up appearances, and they flat out any rejection because they don't want to be seen as inferior. And we know narcissists fear humiliation and embarrassment. They'll do anything to shift blame. Narcissists also fear failure. Failing to a narcissist will crush them. They always want to win. When they fail, they think they'll be exposed as ordinary, and to them, they believe they are extraordinary. Give and load the narcissist up with tasks that they are unable to finish, and this will erode their self-worth in the worst way. Narcissists believe they believe how they are viewed by others is that they are superior. They believe their image is everything. They believe that how they view themselves will shield them against realities of life that few of us or few of other people come to accept. Narcissists, they don't want to believe that they are not perfect. They don't want to believe that they have limitations. They don't want to believe that they cannot get everything they want. Narcissists they don't want to believe that there will always be someone younger, prettier, richer, or more successful. They don't want to believe that everybody will age at some point, and die. The narcissists cannot stand any indifference because it gives them no attention, admiration, or control of a person. Indifference will shock and horrify a narcissist because they see themselves as perfect. So, to the narcissists, their fear of indifference is why when you use the grey rock method, it can be so effective to the narcissist. Because going grey rock means you become indifferent. So if you give a narcissist no attention at all, no matter how awful they behave, you become boring and useless. Then they will fear that. The narcissists, as I already mentioned, they fear being exposed. The narcissist fears being seen as they truly are. When you expose them, you are reminding them of that they're abusive in front of other people. A narcissist fears exposure of the false self for what it is, that is false. Because they have created this fake person. So the narcissist fantasies that they possess unique characteristics and skills, which makes them superior to everyone else. They fear that being exposed. So exposure to a narcissist will be a significant narcissistic injury. And we know that with exposure comes humiliation. And there is nothing worse than humiliation to a narcissist. If you expose the narcissist, they believe they are finished. And that means the narcissist will fight you very hard if you try to expose them. When you expose a narcissist, it only means you're declaring war. Nobody will crush or trash your name much quicker than someone who's afraid you'll tell the truth about them. Narcissists are scared and they're fearful of not being special or unique. Being special or unique is a way of a narcissist asserting their superiority and affirming their worth. So if the narcissist is not exceptional, then in their view, they feel they are worthless or unimportant. The narcissist's identity is built around the idea that they are superior to others. And this self-perception is maintained by their belief in their own specialness and uniqueness. So, one reason why the narcissists fear not being special or unique is because they believe it would mean they are unimportant, unworthy, and even non-existent in the eyes of others. Narcissists also fear death. The fear of no longer existing weighs deeper on the narcissists than anybody else, than most people. Death reminds the narcissist that they aren't entitled enough to cheat death. Again, the narcissist has this fear of not being admired. The fear or the idea of being treated with disdain and disgust, the idea of not being the center of attention, is another way that erodes the narcissist's sense of well-being and it makes them fragile and broken. Narcissists feed heavily on the admiration of others. Without other people, the narcissist is nothing. And that's why one of the biggest fears for narcissists is the complete lack of admiration from others. Narcissists also have this fear of loss of control. They need to feel in control of the environment. And if they are not in control of the environment, then that feeling of being unable to affect change and unable to control what happens to them reminds them of their childhood, and it can break their spirit. Narcissists need control to feel safe, and without being in control, they are scared. A narcissist needs to control everything. It's a defense mechanism against the underlying thoughts, underlying feelings, and emotions that they struggle with. So when the narcissist controls the environment, when they control the relationships, when they control perceptions that others have of them, then they can maintain the illusion of their grandiosity and perfection. The narcissist fears that without strict control over their world, they will be forced to confront the inadequacy they feel at their core. So in the narcissist's eyes, losing control means the collapse of the carefully constructed facade they've built to shield themselves from their perceived flaws and inadequacies. The narcissists have this fear of being abandoned. They rely heavily on others for validation and emotional support because they use it to uphold their grandiose self-image. So, to a narcissist, abandonment does not just mean being alone. It means losing a critical source of their self-esteem and self-worth. The narcissist fears that without others to reflect their carefully constructed image back at them, they'll have to face the painful thoughts, feelings, and emotions they have suppressed within themselves all alone. So another thing that narcissists really fear is being insulted. Narcissists are characterized by hypersensitivity to insults. And the mere thought of being verbally abused can be a source of great fear for them. Hypersensitivity means that they experience the sting of being insulted much more than the average person. They fear insults because it has a crushing blow to their already fragile self-esteem, and they'll brood and sulk over it for weeks. So, the narcissist also fears being called out for their lies. Remember, they are pathological liars. They are famous for lying or exaggerating certain things to make themselves appear more important or special or superior to others or impressive. Narcissists are selfish, self-absorbed, self-centered, egocentric, egotistic individuals. They are master manipulators. They are pathological liars. A narcissist is a con artist, a demon, a thief. A narcissist is a very arrogant individual. They focus on their own needs. It's always about themselves. It's about me with a narcissist. They take. The narcissist needs constant admiration, constant attention, constant validation, constant acknowledgement, reassurance, praise from you. When you're dealing with a narcissist, you're dealing with someone who thinks they are more special, more important than you, than anybody else, than everyone. So, what are these manipulative tactics that narcissists use to hoover you back? Narcissists hoover you because they don't want you to be happy. If there's one thing the narcissist hates, is to see you happy, to see you successful. They don't want to see you moving on well with your life. They don't want to see you smiling, laughing. So they will hoover you. No matter how much you've healed, no matter how much you've moved on, the narcissist will try to hoover you back. They'll try to manipulate their way back into your life using any means necessary. Narcissists are allergic to other people's happiness. Narcissists are allergic to other people's joy, especially if they have already controlled and dominated these people. So when the narcissist has already controlled you and dominated you, They feel bad when you're happy and when you're joyful. Narcissists genuinely believe that all relationship problems are the other person's fault. They believe that all problems in that relationship is your fault. You are the one to be blamed for everything that goes wrong in that relationship. This shows a level of delusion on the part of the narcissist. It shows a lack of self-awareness on the part of the narcissist. Narcissists may also use therapy as a way to manipulate even the therapist and convince them of their version of reality, showing their confidence in the ability to gaslight. Remember, narcissists are masters of manipulation. When you decide to go for couples therapy with your narcissistic partner, it's like playing a guitar to goats. It is like walking on a tightrope made of barbed wire while holding two chainsaws that are running. Someone is definitely going to get hurt. And that person is not the narcissist. It's you. So when the narcissist promises to change, we call that future faking. Just know that they're trying to hoover you back. They're trying to manipulate you. They never stick to their promises. In a narcissistic relationship, the promise that they will change is the ultimate future faking. Narcissists may make fake promises. They may make tearful promises of change. But most likely, they will make the same mistakes with new victims after a rebranding campaign. They'll promise to change, but they'll still not change. A narcissist never changes. They hardly change. They'll commit to change, not for you, but to maintain the status quo that gives them power and control without a meaningful commitment to real change. A narcissist mobilizes flying monkeys so that they can maintain a narrative that deflects any blame and responsibility from them and places it on someone else. Narcissists will not take any blame. They are never taking responsibility. They'll never be accountable for anything that goes wrong. They'll never be accountable for their actions. If something goes wrong, they'll blame you. They'll blame their victim. So, healing from a narcissistic abuse is not easy, but time may be your greatest friend. Remember, narcissists are very charming and charismatic on the surface. It's a facade that can be very horrifying to witness. Narcissists will create a false narrative of the other partner as the problem. They will accuse you of being the problem. So, when you're dealing with a narcissist, just know you're dealing with a master manipulator. They'll try to manipulate you into taking them back. Narcissists will make promises of change to take you back, to make you take them back. They'll go to treatment. They'll use even new numbers or emails to reach you in an attempt to hoover you back when they see you that you're getting happy. So, after healing from narcissistic abuse, there are things you need to do. It's important to avoid engaging with the narcissist and keep your new relationship private. The narcissist may try to manipulate and dominate you again if they see that you are happy and thriving. But just know that couples therapy can sometimes be useful in addressing narcissistic abuse. Narcissistic partners can manipulate therapists and gaslight their partners. So just know that going for therapy with a narcissist is not a piece of cake. It might not even be efficient. Because the narcissistic partner will make it very difficult for couples therapy to be effective in addressing the dynamics of narcissistic abuse. And when you're dealing with a narcissist, just know they will manipulate even the flying monkeys. Narcissists will manipulate vulnerable people, specifically those flying monkeys, to maintain a twisted narrative and to paint themselves as victims in order to get them back, causing pain for those who consider the narcissist friends or trusted family. Now, When the narcissist future fakes you, when they give you false promises of change, don't fall for those false promises of change from this narcissist. Don't support their journey to change. All right? Don't let them manipulate you into staying in a damaging cycle. They are manipulative. They are manipulators. A narcissist will go to great lengths to manipulate and guilt trip you into taking them back. But it's very important to avoid engaging with the narcissist and focus on healing and thriving. Ignore the narcissist attempts to contact you. Keep new relationships private and don't underestimate the narcissist's desire for control. If there's one thing the narcissist needs most, is to control you, to control everything about you. Narcissists manipulate and gaslight their partners, and they make couples therapy very difficult and ineffective in addressing the abuse dynamics. The narcissist may use couples therapy to manipulate and control the narrative, to shift blame, and to justify leaving the relationship for someone else. Narcissists will manipulate, they'll promise to change, and they'll use therapy as a tool to maintain control and to avoid abandonment. The narcissist will deceive and manipulate by hiding their true behavior and by pretending to change in order to win you back. But rarely do narcissists make a genuine change in relationships. The narcissist will manipulate and make false promises of change to get you back. It is very important to not fall for it and support their journey to change on their own time. When you're dealing with a narcissist, just know that narcissists manipulate vulnerable people so that they can maintain a twisted narrative and so that they can paint themselves as victims in order to get those people back, oftenly causing pain and betrayal for those who trusted them. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you've learned a thing or two on the manipulative tactics narcissists use to hoover you back. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you've not done so. Share this video widely also to those who may need it. Thank you.